At a detention hearing today, a magistrate judge forcefully denying the government's request to present evidence against Cole Allen, the man accused of attempting to assassinate the president. Allen agreed to remain in detention, so according to the judge, it would be insufficient to present evidence. NTD's Arlene Richards was inside the D.C. courtroom today and joining us now live. Arlene, what reason did the government give for waiting to present, for wanting rather, to present their evidence?
Yeah, they basically said that they wanted to preserve the information just in case Cole Allen later on decided that he wanted to contest the detention. But the judge became immediately kind of irritated by that because she said, you're only going to have to present the evidence a second time and possibly to another judge. So it doesn't make any sense for you to present it today and then again present it, in the future. The prosecutor tried to push it anyway, but she refused to let him do it. So I think one of the reasons why he might have wanted to do it was because there was a packed courtroom today. There was attorneys, there was the media, there were federal agents, several members of the court personnel were there, and it would have been very impactful and compelling for them to present the evidence that they have filed so far in their papers. So I would just want to read off a few things that they probably would have presented. A 12-gauge shotgun with spent cartridges, 6 unfired cartridges attached to the shotgun, 10 unfired cartridges in small leather bag, a .38 caliber pistol loaded with 10 rounds of ammunition, and 2 additional handgun magazines. They also found emails with letters attached that he sent to his family, his friends, and his employer, basically apologizing for what he was about to do and stating that he was targeting President Trump and his cabinet members. There was also photographs of him taking a selfie with all of the different paraphernalia on his body. But the judge said it's just not going to happen today.
So, Arlene, why did Cole Allen agree to remain in detention?
Well, according to his attorney, they had just met with him pretty much for the first time about an hour before the hearing. They said that they had not had an opportunity to process any of the evidence that the prosecution turned over to them because they had just received it this morning. Cole Allen was there in the courtroom wearing a yellow jumpsuit. They did bring him in handcuffs, but they removed the handcuffs after that. He appeared to be very calm. And one of the other things that his attorney requested at that time was that he be removed from a 24-hour lockdown cell. She said that he wouldn't be a threat to any of the other prison members, and she couldn't understand why they were keeping him there. But the judge said she didn't really have the authority to make that decision on the fly, and she encouraged counsel to pretty much submit motion papers to give the prison an opportunity to respond, and then she said she would address it that way.
And Arlene, can you give us a sense of what happens next?
Well, they then discussed about the discovery. So what happens next is there's going to be a pretrial hearing on May 11th. And before that, she ordered the prosecution to turn over all evidence that they currently have or that they have up to that point over to the defense counsel so that they have an opportunity to review it before that hearing. And I expect that defense counsel will file that motion to try and get him removed from the 24-hour lockdown. Don, back to you.
All right, Arlene, thank you for keeping us updated. And the debate over rhetoric in the media continues. The National